There's no way I just did that, dude! I just one-tapped that guy through these stats! These stats are making me so much stronger! These have to be the best stats in the game! Subscribe! Boys, we finally did it! We just hit 1,500 subscribers! Thank you guys so much! And I play with my subscribers every single day. Several of you guys have actually made it in the last like 3 videos because you just keep joining my games. So if you're new here and you want a chance to play with me or possibly even be in a video just like this one, then all you have to do is smack that subscribe button and drop fat likes. And either you can add my Roblox name and I'll accept all your guys' friend requests, or leave a comment saying you want to play. Now, if you guys have been watching my last several videos, then you would know that I recently just started playing Blox Fruit here, and I've been learning everything about the game. But also, during these videos, a lot of you have been commenting, calling me garbage, saying I don't know what I'm doing, that I'm messing up my stat points, and everything else. So today, we're gonna fix that. Now, as you guys can see, here are my current stat points. I have 100 points in the melee stat, 140 points into the defense stat, and now this is where people get mad at me. I have 440 points into the sword stat, 20 points into the gun stat, and I just started upgrading the Blox Fruit stat with 382 points. And apparently, I learned through my comment section that you can only max out 3 stats in the game, and that's why people get mad when you do your stats like this, where all the numbers are random, because you're supposed to do a certain build so you can be as strong as possible. So I decided to do my research, and now I know how to upgrade my stats perfectly, and I'm also gonna show you guys how to do that too, just in case you're struggling like I am. But before I reset everything, let's see how much damage I'm doing with all the points into my sword right now, because I want to see how much of a difference it makes after we do all the stats perfectly. So starting off here, I do exactly 360-ish damage to these bad guys right now. There's 379. So around 300 to 369. And then with my Blox Fruit, which currently has 382 stats points in it, I'm doing about 270 damage to 300 damage per hit. So now it's time to reset our stats. Now there's 2 ways of doing this. Either you can go to the shop and you can spend 75 Robux, which will allow you to refund all your stats, or if you're smart enough, you can do this completely for free. And all you have to do is go to the internet and type in Blox Fruit stat reset code, and boom, right here, you can show it gives us 3 codes we can use to do this completely free. So we're gonna use the code kit_reset here, and hopefully this works and completely resets our stat. Redeem success, obtain 1 stat refund, 1 total. So does that mean our stats are reset, or how does this work? Okay, now we can click refund 1 stored, so boom, and now all of our stats have been restored. Now it is time to teach you guys exactly what to do and why to do it, starting with the melee here. Now from what I understand, the melee gives you this thing down here called energy, which is basically stamina. So for example, if you want to dash around the map, you can see my stamina runs out really fast. Or, likewise, it also works for jumping. The more you jump, the more you run out of stamina. So as you can see right there, with a full bar of 100, I can only boost myself up 2 times, which isn't good at all. And on top of all that, the melee stat also improves the damage on all the fighting styles you use. And then the next stat we have is the defense stat. Now, the defense is pretty self-explanatory. It just upgrades your defense, aka your max health. So the more points you have in defense, the higher your health goes up. As you can see, my health is currently at 100, and if I go over here to fight this guy over yonder, I'm pretty sure he might one-tap me here. Yeah, exactly. He does 203 damage, so that's why you want to upgrade your health. Now for the 3 weapon stats, we have sword, gun, and Blox Fruit. And so for example, if your sword stat is at level 1, you guys saw how much damage I did before, but now I'm only doing 54 damage a hit, which means I'm basically never gonna kill an enemy my level. And then we have the gun stat, which is basically the same thing, where you can equip a gun and it's gonna do more and more damage the more you upgrade it. As you guys saw there, I'm only doing 33 damage damage a hit. And then the last stat we have is the Blox Fruits stat, which basically does the same thing as gun and sword, where it upgrades your damage output when using a Blox Fruit. If I could talk, for example, I'm only doing 33 damage now compared to what I was doing before. So now that you guys understand what the stats points do, it is now time to start picking our stats correctly this time. So the way you want to do this is you only want to upgrade 3 stats, and 2 of those stats always have to be melee and defense no matter what. Now when it comes to sword, gun, or Blox Fruit, you're gonna do this based on the weapon you use the most. So for example, if you like playing with swords, then you would only upgrade sword. If you like playing with guns, you would only upgrade guns. And if you like playing with Blox Fruit, then you would only upgrade Blox Fruit. But according to the Blox Fruit community, the best weapon stat to upgrade is your Blox Fruit stat, because Blox Fruits give you special abilities and they make the game a ton more fun with all these new abilities you can use. For example, with my Ice Blox Fruit here, I can look at this guy and use a thing called Ice Spears, or this Ice Mountain thing, or whatever Iceberg does. I don't even know what happened there. But with something like swords, you can only do what you can in most games, like a sword slash there, or a triple slash, like nothing super cool. But again, this also goes off your playstyle. So if you're someone who actually does like to use guns or swords more than Blox Fruits, I would go ahead and upgrade those, especially while you're having fun playing the game, because you can get up to 3 stat refund codes completely free. So if it ever gets challenging or you want to switch up your weapon, you always can in the future. But for me, I'm gonna go ahead and start upgrading the Blox Fruits because I want to start getting new fruits and using their abilities and making my stats just much better with that. But now you guys might be wondering, should I spend all 1,000 of my stats points in Blox Fruits? And that would be a negative right now, because the way you want to upgrade your melee and defense is basically by each island and how high of a level you are. So for example, as you guys know, they can currently one-tap me, which means I definitely need to go ahead and spend a few of my stat points on my defense, because I can't just be getting one-tapped all the time, or I'll probably end up breaking my monitor because it'll just take me way too long to kill one enemy if I have to keep respawning 1,000 times. So the best way to do this is basically put as many points in defense as you think you need at your current level. Okay, so now we're gonna go over to this guy and see how many hits it takes him to kill me. So let's see, 1, 2, 3 hits, so that's better than it was, but I still feel like that's not that great. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 50 more points into this stat and get us as close to 1,000 health as possible. Honestly, you know what? I might just go up to 1,000 health. We're gonna keep going until we hit 1,000, and boom, we are at 1,005 health. And then it's the same thing when it comes to the melee stats. So for example, we already went over that I can only jump 2 times and I can barely dash, which means we obviously need to go ahead and upgrade this stat, probably like 200 points, I would say. I'm probably gonna upgrade my defense to 200 points so they're even right now. So we just put 200 points into melee, and then we are gonna upgrade our defense to 200 as well, and boom, we're gonna check that real quick just to make sure we have enough. So obviously now I can jump up a ton and I can dash as much as my heart desires. As well as if I get into a fight with a bad guy, it takes him a good amount of hits before he can kill me. So I'm honestly liking where we are with these stats right now. But obviously I need to deal some damage, so now I'm going to use the rest of my 500 stat points and just completely max out my Blox Fruit stat. I also realized while clicking this, the higher level you are, the hardest this is gonna be, because there's no hold down feature on your mouse. You basically just have to sit here and keep clicking it. So if you have 2,000 points you want to put into something, you're gonna put your work in. And we just hit 500 points into the Blox Fruit. So now before I go and spend the rest of my points, I want to see how much damage we're doing. So we're doing 348, 366, 384, which is honestly pretty good. Like, that's a hefty amount more than we were doing before we upgraded. But I still feel like I want to kill my enemies faster, and seeing that they couldn't even get a hit on me, I think our health and energy is okay right now. So I think I'm just going to spend the rest of my points on this and get us over 700 in Blox Fruits. We are on the final stretch, boys. 20 more points, 10 more points, And we have done it. We're at level 680 in Blox Fruits, 200 in defense, and 200 in melee. So now let's see how fast can we kill our enemies. Okay, we're doing about 480 to 500 damage, and oh my gosh, we're flying through this now. So this is gonna be amazing. This is the perfect build, and we can also use all of our abilities as well to make this even easier on us, boys. Boys, I mean, just look at that. Just look at that! But boys, that's exactly how you should be upgrading your stats. So remember, always do melee and defense no matter what, but scale these up as you scale up in your personal level here and as you go to new islands. If you're dying too fast, upgrade your defense. If you're running out of stamina, obviously upgrade your melee. And remember, melee also improves damage for your fighting styles. And then if you don't need to upgrade these two right now, then upgrade the weapon of your choice. Again, if you're using sword, do that. If you're using gun, do that. And in my case, if you're using Blox Fruit, then max out your Blox Fruit. But before I end the video, there's one thing I want to test out now because I have not been able to kill this guy without one of my subscribers helping me. So we're gonna put it to the test and see if my new stat points will allow me to kill the Magma Admiral guy. Here goes everything, boys! The testicles are tingling hardcore right now. I feel like I'm about to slap some serious cheekage. This is it, boom. Hit him with that, and then we're gonna jump, we're gonna dash out of the way, turn his way, boom, hit him with that. Okay, we're doing it. We're making plays right now. All right, hit him. No. Okay, never mind. I got my cheek slapped again. Now we know that I'm still garbage at my game and I need my subscribers, because without my subscribers playing with me, it seems like I could never get through this game. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop that likes and smack that subscribe button, and I will catch you broskies in the next one. Deuces. Hit that subscribe button, yeah. Hit that subscribe button, yeah.